come across this book, The Fib. And I hadn't had a chance to see a lot of kids really engage with the book. But it turned out that this little girl loved to draw. So one of the things that we did was kicked off our shoes, got on the floor, started to talk about drawing and things like that. And then I kind of tried to bring up the Dore program and how she was doing with that. And one of the things she told me was, I just don't understand why I have to do this. So we just continued to play for a little while, and I actually went and got the book to see if she'd want to read it, because I knew it was probably a book she hadn't seen before, and she was very interested. The pictures really, caught her attention, the words. She would read a page and then have me read a page and want to ask what the words meant. She became very engaged. And she kept asking me about the pictures. And so we started talking about drawing, and I told her the story of the Fib and how I came to know about it. And we talked about how, she actually could grow up one day and draw for a living and be an artist and, draw things for books like that. And she was so intrigued by that. And so we talked about how, the Dore program, she'd asked me earlier, why am I doing this? Why do I need to do this every day? I don't have time. It's a struggle for me. And we talked about how, not only is it going to help with her reading and her schoolwork, but also her ability to draw longer, draw more efficiently and things like that. And she kind of had this surprised look and said, oh, well, then I'd love, then I'm not going to fight my mom anymore. I'm going to start doing this like I should. And I really think the book had a lot to do with me being able to connect with her on a completely different level than I would have been able to had I not had it. Since then, the book has floated around our office a lot, and most kids that come in here are immediately drawn to it. I don't know if it's the colorful cover, if it's because it's not a book they've seen at school and had to read for school. It's different than the kind of things they're having to read for school that they struggle with. If they're struggling with reading, then they can look at the colorful pictures and, they're exciting ones. They're not like the books they see at school. And so a lot of kids here really are drawn to that book. And we have a lot of kids that are interested in art and are interested in other things because they struggle often academically. And it's a great way for me to find some common ground to connect with them. It gives me a kind of that in, if you will, so that I'm not just this adult talking to them about why they need to do their exercises, and it's not because I said so. It really kind of opens those doors to let me get on their level, and it's something that's novel to them. They haven't seen it. It's new. It's exciting. It's big words that, they feel great because they know that they struggle in reading. A lot of our kids that come to the Dore program, one of the first, most